I won't slow down, building my empire in this buzzing town, casting my vision on the silver screen, my funded life, a vivid sheen, my funded futures, light the way.
What's up, Steve? How are we doing on this
Hey,
fine?
hey everybody. Hey Luke, how are you?
Doing well? We had a heck of a day yesterday. Last night, you took us through it all.
Oh
We
yeah.
had maybe 8 solid trades.
Oh yeah, it was actually a great day. Great. But before we start, sad day in America. I just want to say very sad about Charlie Kirk, and I knew him, and I just want to say may he rest in peace, and to his wife Erica and his 2 children. God bless them, and I hope he heal from this. That's it. All right. Anyway, yeah, last night was something really special. It started off really slow. I think it had a lot to do with the PPI number coming out, and then tomorrow we have the CPI number. For me, there were some really great patterns. A lot of my new traders in my SK community, they got really acclimated to gold, and we had some really great patterns today. But the problem was they all wanted to look for shorts, okay? And I said short some gold. I short some gold here, 84.5, 87.5, something in that range if we get back up there. And I said, guys, you got to look at the underlying ETFs. The GLDs are in buy mode. Gold's not going down, okay, if the underlying ETFs are in buy mode. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And what we did, caught a bunch of longs on the 15, caught a couple great longs at the end of the day and off the 30-minute time frames around 1 o'clock. And they're like, oh my God, this really opened my eyes. And this is exactly what I've told people, that when you're in trading index futures or commodity futures, you need to look at the underlying ETFs. Whether it's trading S&P futures, looking at the spiders, the NASDAQ futures, looking at the Qs. I just wanted to share that with you. All right. Anyway, good to see you, Luke. Right. We had a great night last night. Yep. And
I'll just hop in and say this too. For those of you who are new to us, we are on day 3 of the MyFundedFutures session with Steve Kalayjian. We are going to be running from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. So you got Steve's full attention for the next 2 hours. I am not a master trader like Steve is. My role is simply to read your questions, pass them on to Steve. So you have thoughts, ideas, questions. Steve does a great job of being responsive to people. Drop them in the chat. I will make sure they get out there.
Yeah, and we so many people so many people cover 40. So many people were really, I think we had over 6,000-7,000 people at one time on the stream. For those of you who tonight, we're going to try a little something different, because when Luke was giving out the big surprise around 9:15 last night, what we're going to do is we're going to shift the people who are on my Instagram, my TikTok. Got it. Short more 85.5. I'm sure they looked in the short some gold here. Just took a quick little scalp, half a point. But if the people who are following me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X, what we're going to do is we're going to populate in my 4 social media platforms the link to get into MyFundedFutures YouTube, or I'm going to announce, oh my God, look at this gold drop. If you're short the gold, look to cover below 84. Just dropped about $1.40. But again, nice quick little scalp if you're able to take the short. But then what we're going to do is we're going to announce at 9:15 the big surprise that Luke is going to have from MyFundedFutures to all of you. But we're going to say this like 9:05. 9:05, 9:10, where we're going to tell people in my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and on X to go to MyFundedFutures YouTube to hear the code for the giveaway. Okay? for the giveaway. All right. Jeffrey Shearer, great day. So I met Jeffrey Shearer last night, and he traded the S&P futures today and gold, and said he never did more trading, didn't have a losing trade. He told me, these are his words, you can see it here on YouTube. He said to me at the end of the day, Stevie, amazing. I didn't have a losing trade, unbelievable, great trading today, in and out, and he absolutely had a phenomenal day. So I didn't have a losing trade today in my live stream with my members from 9 to 4, trading gold, S&P, NASDAQ, some various different stocks, Avago. Called some really great long patterns on the S&P futures off the 15 and the 30. Again, some big sell divergences along the way, where the S&Ps dropped anywhere from 6 to 10 points on the S&P. So again, I do hope for a little bit more activity tonight. Again, we have the CPI number tomorrow. And again, if we push up, I have nothing but sell divergences on the bigger time frames tomorrow on the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. So I'm hoping for a rally and look for a short. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Anybody new here today? What's the goal today, Luke? How many people we need to have likes and on the stream?
How about 500 likes, and we might have a special surprise for people. How's that? Reasonable?
What is it? What's the number?
500 likes. Likes on the stream. Very awesome. Reasonable, I think.
No, we should do that in the first 10 minutes. And anybody who wants to get Jay, if you want to give me a call or text me, I'll call you 914-500-7484, Jay. Luke, when I got home last night, my phone blew up from people just texting me from around the world. And I got to hand it, again, I say this from my heart, for those of you who don't know me, I'm very passionate about trading and the way I communicate with people from all around the world. Luke is one of a kind. I say this from my heart. It gives me no greater joy than to be here with a person of who's been in the industry, the integrity, the character, and every other adjective, noun, or verb that is associated with it, because he really is one of the best. And I will tell you, it gives me a great joy and honor to work with MyFundedFutures, Joe, the team, and Denny. Denny's 2 for 2. Denny's our technical person. He made 500 on Monday and Tuesday. So let's see if we can have the streak going here in a row. Again, MyFundedFutures, again, out of all the prop firms, you have integrity, you have character, you have support, you have great infrastructure, you have a great name behind you, and most of all, you have great people. That's all that matters to me, right? Okay.
And Steve, when you say great people, I think about everybody who's watching too, because we've never been a firm to just build in an ivory tower. Like, we've been a firm to take feedback seriously, to build with people, with audience, and try to implement some changes.
Right, absolutely. Tim Korth, good job. He took 60 points in the NASDAQ this morning. Again, all my strategies are based upon divergences here. Again, like I said, for me, Mikey Booms, an old timer. Known him, well, not an old, he's a young guy, but an old timer that I've known in the industry here for a while. The one thing I tell you, I tell people all the time, I have 5 key words: consistency, discipline, confidence, patience, and passion. And does MyFundedFutures work on TradeStation? No. I think it's TradeOvate, right? Right, Luke?
Correct. TradeOvate, NinjaTrader, a few other platforms. Yeah, TradeOvate's the big one.
And again, like I said, if you could just take a step back, and I try to give the psychological approach to this, right? Let's say you buy 3, 4, 5 accounts. Let's say 5, okay? And I'll keep it simple, okay? You make $500, whether you're trading gold and S&P, okay? And you make $500 on one account and the link to the other 4. That's $2,500, right, in a day. 22 business days, $55,000. Luke said last night you're coming home with a check for $44,000. That doesn't suck. 500, okay? My goal for every member in my community of traders from 9 to 4 is to make 10 handles a day. 10 points. When you're making 10 points in gold, 10 points in the S&P, 10 points in the NASDAQ. right? Because you're not going to trade one contract. And I don't like when people trade single lot entries, okay? Single lot entries is a complete disaster. I think someone did it last night, and I kind of corrected them on the approach of that, okay? All right. Again, if anybody wants to reach out to me, Jay, my number is 914-500-7484. Today we saw Oracle, Avago pushing up, Amazon, Apple, and Meta cabooshed. The market is really struggling here at these levels where a lot of capital is being burned up here, 3 major gaps below the market. And for me here, again, the most important thing that you need to understand is the consistency factor. Be consistent every single day. Short-term gold here at 85.70. All right. We'll look at short-term gold here, 85.70. They're like probably in 87.70, 88.70 range if it gets up there. Okay. And NASDAQ, good job, Aaron, 1,400. Good job today, Aaron. I know we killed it today. Good job, Aaron. Good job. And again, you know, the one thing, like I say to people, is if you're new to trading futures like gold, for example, it's one of the best markets to trade. It does get it was a little slow here today. This morning, after the PPI number came out, all I did was say short, 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 and short more. Gold and S&P. S&P said 65, and boom, they dropped to 51. Gold traded up and then dropped 18, about 14 off the highs. Why? All because of sell divergences. All because of sell divergences. And if you could really understand divergences and master them, you've mastered the art of trading. It's absolutely insane. I taught this to some of the biggest traders in the world. Okay. Today we had 30-year bonds after the auction. After the PPI number, nothing but sell divergences. Bonds dropped more than a half a point at the end of the day. 30 seconds plus on the bonds is a big move. I was talking to a monster fund earlier tonight before I got here, and they were like, Stevie, unbelievable, because I called the longs and the bonds around the 1310, 1305, and they rallied almost 5 points. 5 points in 4 days on the 30-year bonds is no joke. No joke. Okay. All right. Gold, if you're short, look to cover between the 84.20, 85. Just looking to scalp it here. Gold seems like it's going to start picking up here. Now, remember, normally the trades start on these overnight sessions between 8:30, 8:40. Really kicks into fourth gear around 9 o'clock when the Chinese market opens. And again, you know, the S&P and NASDAQ futures, you'll get maybe 2. If you get a third, it could, you know, more or less, that's stretching it. But mostly we'll do anywhere from 5 to 12 gold trades. And who cares? At the end of the day, it's about being consistent. It's about just more or less just passing your eval, and then being consistent, and just try to just constantly, once you pass the eval, just constantly stay consistent. Try to hit your goal every day, 2, 3, 4, 500, maybe more. Gentleman called me today, Stevie. I made $1,100. Made $1,100 on what was that?
Gold.
I sold it.
Yeah, 58.
Okay, so Stevie has short more 680, and then he made $1,100 on $1,100 on 3 accounts. And this is music to my ears. You know, this is music to my short more at 680. This is music to my ears. When I see this,
and Steve, just real quick, what are the shorts that you're calling out?
I'm shorting some gold here. I'm just trying to scalp some gold.
Okay.
Cover, what's my average?
Your average is
86.20. Covers 86.80. Okay. So I just trying to scalp. All right, good. All right.
85.80.
Okay. And you know, and there you go. Let me see if I'm short here. Where's the bid? 80 or 90?
85.80.
All right, let's see if it gets there. 80.
And I want to ask this for the chat too. If you were trading gold regular, what happened, Steve?
I just covered it down $1 on the gold.
Woo!
Yeah, just, you know, just a little short gold, little short pattern. Okay. And again, we're looking for what? 500 likes tonight?
That's what we're looking for.
500 likes. That's nothing. I had over what? 8,000 people, 6,000 people last night. Come on.
Yeah. Share the stream, like the stream. But I want to ask this to the chat. If you've been following along trading gold with Steve the past 2 nights, will you drop a 1 in the chat?
Well, gold, Michael, I can't read the TikTok. I just want to say hello to everybody on TikTok and Instagram. Okay, and we're going to drop the links here. Okay, we're going to drop the links here. So when we do the giveaway, we drop it. Where's the short and gold? You should be covering shorts and gold here. There's this little scalp long, scalp short. Sorry. Victor Hernandez, how are you? Okay. All right. Again, for those of you on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, on X, on my channels, about 9:05, I'm gonna just tell you to switch over to MyFundedFutures on YouTube. Look at this gold, 20. Wow. How could you can't chicken trader? You got to be covering short. I would be covering shorts here on the gold short.
And
Okay.
Steve, can we get your screen up? Can Denny put that up?
Yeah. Sorry, I have the wrong screen up. Sorry.
No, you're good. All right, we got it now.
I gotta put the gold up here.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Chicken trader, I would be covering shorts here on the gold. Just drop 2. Okay. All right. Gold short. Let's go. Good job. All right. What do you like drinking? I like my Johnny Walker Black. Okay.
No,
Gary
you don't
B.
drink Johnny Walker Black.
Oh yeah, I do. I love Johnny Walker Black. It's the only thing I drink. But I don't drink it all the time. Okay.
What, just like 3 or 4 times a day?
3 contracts, 4 contracts. No, Johnny Walker? No. No, I was answering. Good job, Jeffrey, on the scalping gold. Made 220. Look at Juice Man, 69, made 220 on the scalp. That's what I'm saying. You just take the trades based upon the sell divergences I saw, right? You take the trade, 220. You try to hit your goal of 500 or whatever, okay? And, again, it'll start picking up more. Look at these S&Ps getting kabooshed here. All right. 30-minute, 15-minute time frames on the S&Ps getting oversold here. Might have to take a long here soon on the S&Ps. Also, Bitcoin. Okay, you guys trading in Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin futures, phenomenal. Look at this gold, 84. Chicken trader, I hope you could look. Jeff Adams up 300 on the gold. There you go. You missed the 87 short. What was the high in the gold, Michael? 87.50? Did it hit 87.50? 87 even. Okay, singles and doubles. Where are we looking for the divergences? Right here, you're making a new high. And did the MACD on the 30-minute time frame even come close to making a new high? No. If you look at the 60-minute time frame, did the MACD make a new high here? MACD has to make a new high, taking out this high here. So these are all sell divergences, and I'll keep shorting every overbought condition a new high on gold as the night goes on. Okay, as the night goes on. All right. Let's see here. Okay. You lost 30 cents on gold. It's okay. I don't know about I don't know. I just, yeah. So again, if you're going to do a single lot entry, you have to learn one of the greatest things you need to learn. Buy some S&Ps if they get down to the 34.5, 35.5. I looked to 39.5. I looked to buy them out. They just ran. So basically, when you trade and how we talk in my live stream every day, it's about one thing and one thing only. And that, look at the gold rally, S&P's rally 3. You have to learn how to scale in and out of trades, right? So if I'm calling a range on the gold, maybe you sell 1 here, 2 here, 4 here, or you sell 2 here, you sell 4 here, you sell 8 here if you're doing micros. If you're doing big ones and you only want to do 3 to 5 big ones. Remember I told you last night, is it a scalp or is it a pattern? 1, that's the pattern. S&Ps just ran 4, damn it. How many contracts do you want to trade? 3, are you trading micros or E-minis? 4, is it going to make a new high or a lower high? is it going to make a new low or a higher low? So that's the thing you need to understand, right? Okay, which pair is that? I don't understand the question. All right. I always have, I don't put stop, me personally, I don't put stops in. I have a mental stop. And I'll just say, just buy them. That's the end of it. You know, next. As gold just dropped about 3 here. I still don't know how chicken traded, how you lost, how you look. S&Ps was a nice long here. The 5 got oversold. The 15s are going to turn up. That's a big move on the S&Ps for the overnight. 4 handles right here. NASDAQ just ran about 20, about 15. Oh, 39.5. Jesus, oversold. So now you get the negative MACD here. Okay, so it should make a lower high here. So if this gets overbought, I may want to short the S&Ps into this negative. Okay, what's this? What symbol gold are you trading? Z, December. So with this negative MACD here, I probably look to, let's see here, just drop the dollar on the S&P. All right, NASDAQ S&Ps are starting to move here. Okay, this time we have like 1,000 views right now, Luke, but we need likes. In order to get the giveaway, we need likes, right, Luke? Likes.
That's it, Steve.
Jay.
Likes. We didn't use yesterday. It's too boring. It's time to move on with our lives.
Right.
We're going to likes. How about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So S&P's right back up. Again, if anybody, Jay, if you want to contact me, I saw you asked me for my number, 914-500-7484. All right. Okay. Are you talking about the 5-minute negative MACD? Yes, right here. Right here. Matter of fact, S&Ps, I want to see if they get up to the 44 level. Maybe I'll look to short them up there. Okay. All right. And, you know, I'll tell you, this is our 3rd night, and we have tomorrow night and then 4 days next week. And then it's up to you guys. Okay. It's up to you guys to decide if I'm coming back or not. Okay. And I have no problem. I love it. I live 6 minutes away. It'll be great to do this. I love it. And there are some nights, I'm telling you, between the index futures and the S&P gold futures, sometimes it could be up as much as, 15 to 20 trades. Normally, the last few nights, probably anywhere between 6 to 10, combining the index futures and the gold futures, okay? I tell you, there's nothing like it, because a lot of what we right now, our reach right now, we're talking to people in South Korea, Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand, various parts of Japan, China, a lot of people in the in Asia, but again, also people in California. I talked about today. A lot of people called me from California and said, "Great, hey, listen, I work during the day. It's great that I can capture a couple hours here." They asked me about prop firm like MyFundedFutures. I explained it to them, and boom, that's this is exactly what you want. And guess what? There's no margin. There's absolutely no margin. So if you have a member firm account, guess what? You're not going to be able, you're not going to be able to trade a night session unless you have probably like $100,000 to $200,000 in your account, because the margin on the overnight here is like about anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000, right? Anthony Evans from Vegas, how are you? We have 1,288 viewers. That's just on your YouTube, then my YouTube and my TikTok.
It's not enough, Steve.
No, it's not.
We're going up, baby. If you are out there watching day 3 of the Asia session stream, you should think of yourself as a founding member. You should be proud of putting the time in to educate yourself, to trade at this hour that most would think is unusual, and ultimately that you found Steve, who's guiding you through this market.
And again, I love this. Thank you for this opportunity. For those of you who are on my Instagram, we're going to be having a big giveaway. My TikTok, my YouTube, and my X at 9:15. We're going to Luke's going to have a big giveaway, and I will then direct you to MyFundedFutures YouTube And then, so give you guys a chance to get in on their YouTube, MyFundedFutures YouTube, and then you can hear the code and you can get the giveaways that Luke has up his sleeve tonight. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got about 10 more minutes before they start kicking in here. A couple quick, good scalp shorts. Hey, Kate Singleton, how are you? All right. We got about 420 likes right now, Luke. We got to get this up there. All right. So today we saw the likes of Oracle up like 85 points. We saw the likes of NVIDIA, Avago, all the tech stocks really rallying. At the end of the day, what saved the market was a deep oversold condition on the 60-minute time frame. And that was really, really the catalyst, okay? If you look here, you can see the really great patterns here. I'm going to show you gold first of all, okay? Because in order to trade the gold market, you really need to look at the underlying ETF. All right, so I'm going to bring up the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. So first of all, you can see here that the MACDs here are negative, blue over yellow, above my pivot line right here, okay? Above my pivot line, all right? And when you see that, and then you're pushing up to new highs, you got the you have two real big sell divergences here. One, you're looking at the overbought condition on the 30-minute time frame, okay? Okay, you can see the overbought condition here on the 30, okay, into the negative MACD, sell divergence number one. Number two, the algorithm reversed to buy on the indicator 4, which is my algo on the 30-minute. And when the MACDs are negative above the pivot, combined with the overbought condition into the negative MACD, you take the short. What do you look to do? You look to buy the pullback on the 15 and the 30, and there goes gold all the way back up. Okay, beautiful pattern. We wait. You took the short, you wait for the pullback, and then you look for the push up. All right, gold just rallied about $2 here. S&Ps, I'd short them here, 43.5, 48.5 range if they get up there. All right, let's see if we get back up to the 43.5. Again, if you could try to make anywhere between 2 to 5 handles, 3 to 6 handles on the overnight here on the S&Ps. NASDAQ, if you can make anywhere between, I don't know, 15 to 30, that says a lot on the overnight here, especially, okay, we're not even at 300 likes yet. Come on, Jan, let's go. All right, let's see here. Again, the first 30, 40 minutes, like I said, is really slow, but we will kick it in, and we'll eventually get this going here, okay? My hair color shows experience. My hair color shows because Michael drives me crazy. That's why.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, Michael, you don't have a Michael in your life.
No.
No,
Well, I started to now. I have for the past 3 days.
Yeah. He's a good kid. Listen, I guess it's gotta mold him a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not used to working with these Gen Zs, Luke. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable. No, he's a good boy. He's learning. I just hope he doesn't give me a heart attack. That's all.
Will you ask him if he knows Italian brain rot?
Do you know Italian brain rot?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. He's not a real Gen Z then.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. S&P's just dropped $1.50 here. NASDAQ just dropped about 6. Okay. All right. All right. Anybody new from the last couple of nights? Oh, look at the gold drop too. So basically on the S&Ps just dropped too. So basically this was a sell divergence on the S&Ps on the 5-minute. I missed 4 up and 2 down. Come on. So basically this is the little bear flag right here. Okay, I'll switch this over to the 15. So let's see if we get one more push down here. This is like a little scalp, little short here on the S&P futures right here. If I can get this stupid chart to get back here. Let me just see what's going on here. I'll just switch this to the 30-minute so I don't have to. And I'll switch it back to the 5. This is what I was looking for right here. This little bear flag. It hit 43. Oh, 43.5, 43. If anybody shorted it, you could look at this cover, make a little and a half. Okay, right here, you see that? A little scalp short there into the overbought into the negative MACDs, but these 15-minute time frames getting oversold into the positive MACD. I'm hoping we get one more push down here to get long on the S&P futures. All right. Tony Snow. I like that name, Tony Snow. That's a great name, Tony Snow. All right. Michael, you seeing any questions here on TikTok? Because it's really, really.
Yeah, I have an answer.
Oh, you have? Because I can't. So everybody on TikTok, Instagram, my YouTube, and X, if you have any questions or anybody here on YouTube here for My Funded Futures, again, you guys can just text me at 914-500-7484. Luke, do you have any socials on My Funded Futures, Luke?
Of course, at MyFundedFutures on all the platforms. It's as simple as that.
Okay, maybe we could post that.
Yeah, we can post that.
No, I'm talking to Michael. Yeah, if he could post it with us.
Sorry, Michael. I'm stealing Michael's job now.
Well, you're not going to point of impact golf. You're not going to understand divergences in 31 minutes of me. This is what I teach all day long. I taught this to some of the biggest hedge fund managers in the world. Okay. And if you want to learn, I have a website every single, sktrading.live. And, hopefully, you guys can join me there. I stream every day from 9 to 4. Okay. They want to know, can you use Rhythmic? I don't think so. Can you use Rhythmic with My Funded Futures? Luke?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Okay.
Everything, baby.
Oh, a Ninja, Tradeovate. I know Rick Rick's a good man.
You know he's a Midwesterner, right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you know he was an early investor in Benzinga, too?
Rick? No way.
Yes, sir.
Wow. He's good people. He's great people, actually. I'm happy. I think when Ninja, I spoke to him after Ninja made the announcement to buy Tradeovate. I wished him, I said I couldn't happen to a nicer person, really. And those of you who are going to trade gold, you really need to turn on the gold futures data if you're going to trade gold futures with My Funded Futures. Okay. Again, why are you sharing your method? Doesn't it make less effective? No, everybody trades it differently. And I trade it, I teach it, and people use it to their, to any way they want. I mean, depends. If you're taking intraday trades, if you're taking scalp trades, okay. No, it's not like me saying like these other platforms that I see, buy Microsoft at $4.99 and you get, I'm just making this up, 3,000 people trying to buy Microsoft at $3.99 and only a couple, 10, 20, 30 people, unless it's dropping, where you would buy it. I don't do that. That's not what we do. Okay. That's not what we do. I think today we did, probably about 28, 29 points on the S&P. It was kind of slow. I mean, I'm talking after 9:30. Actually, it was like 34 points. And NASDAQ, I think it was, I don't really do the NASDAQ that much, but the trades that we were looking at, I think there was probably north of about 130, 140 on the NASDAQ. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Crypto making Bitcoin pushing down here on the 5. Gold just got kabooshed off the high. The guy who bought 87s, he jumped. Okay. Let's see if these 15s. It's all right. You never look back. Thoughts on Apple? Hey, nothing but shorts on Apple all day. The 15 to 30. So let me just show you Apple really quick, and I want to just show you some technical. I know we're just doing futures here, and we're just going to watch. If you look here on Apple, you can see right here. I'm just going to go to bigger time frames, the 30 and the 60s here. Okay, if you look at Apple, and we had some really great short patterns, you can see the drop here. MACD's negative below the pivot. Look at the ADX is rising, big selling pressure. And then what do you look to do? You look to short the 15-minute time frame on the bounce. This was a really great short here. And then if you look here on the 5 minutes, it's called a double red short right here, where the 5 reverses to sell, correlates with the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frames. And then what do you look to do? Look at the S&Ps go here. You take the first bounce on the 5-minute right here, and you can see the drop. You can see even the drop here, about 90 cents. These are set patterns here, okay? Any plans to use Project X, MyFundedFutures? I have no idea what that means, okay? All right. Okay, so gold right now, if you're looking at the bigger time frames, the 15 is negative. Let's look at the 30 and the 60-minute time frames. Again, my methodology is about using multiple time frames. The 30-minute right here is still bullish. Nice little bear flag on the 30. On the 60, we're bullish. So 2 out of 3, like Meatloaf said, ain't bad. Okay. All right. So we'll see if we can get an oversold condition on the 15, maybe to take some longs. Especially when the 30 and 60-minute time frames are still bullish here. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Gold short 3,500. You're short gold at 3,500. Well, I think you're in trouble. Okay. If you're short gold at 3,500. 500 likes. We just got hit 500 likes, Luke.
Yes, sir. It's as simple as that.
We got it?
No. I don't know if we got it. Chat, how many likes do we have?
Someone just said
Let me
500.
know. What are we at right now? 500 is the target. Where are you at, people?
742. 742.
No.
533.
They're all over the place.
750.
Likes, people, not viewers. 28. That's the wrong answer, too. See, Steve, this is why we can't have nice things.
No. It's not that hard.
All right, I'm going to pull it up.
Okay,
because when I'm in the YouTube studio, I can't actually see it. It's sort of a flaw of YouTube studio, in my opinion. But all right, I'm going out now.
Oracle
we are at 700 likes.
Wow, there you go.
All right, should I get a little giveaway ready?
Well, I got it. Okay, for those of you who are on, hold on, I got to tell. I don't want to.
Wait, we're not ready yet.
Oh.
I got to get it ready.
Okay, you got to get it ready.
Unless, Steve, let me ask this to the chat, though. Chat, if you would rather us not waste the time on a giveaway and instead just keep Steve rolling, let me know.
Oh, my God, that's an easy
I'm
one.
worried that the giveaway is a waste of time for everyone. We're missing ideas. We're missing education. We should just do away with the giveaway. I'm not sure.
Oracle rallied because they project to have 144 billion off the AI projections on their new product. That's why.
Insane.
I mean, they keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. The giveaway, we don't need it. Oh, education. Okay. So basically, this pattern here on the S&P futures, okay, let me just show it to you really quick. Okay. When the S&Ps got down to this 39.5, you can see the 60s bullish, the negative MACD, that's going to be a problem right here. But here's the 15-minute and here's the 30-minute. So the strategy is when the 30-minute time frame reverses to buy, right here, you can see it. The MACDs are above the pivot. You take the short, boom, right here, 48 before we went on live. What do? You wait for the first pullback on the 30-minute time frame, the 15 getting oversold. The algorithm is now positive on the 15, the 30, and the 60. When S&Ps traded down below 40, I was looking at the gold. I missed the long on I ran about 4 points here. Okay, so again, that's the set strategy. The 15 and the 60-minute time frames are in buy mode. The 30 reverses to buy. With the MACD above the pivot and overbought, you take the short. That's the strategy. And then you wait for the pullback on the 15 and bada bing, bada boop. There you go. Okay. All right. Again, 9 o'clock, you're going to see the Chinese market really affect the gold market here. Okay. Zirani, how are you? Okay. And so those of you who are on Instagram or on TikTok, welcome. Okay. If you guys have any questions, please ask away here. Are you seeing any questions? If you do, just try to answer them. Okay. Okay, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm ignoring them or anything like that. You can't find the gold ticker. Luke, you know the gold ticker for MyFundedFutures for Trade-of-8?
GC.
It's just GC?
Golf Charlie.
Okay. Okay.
GCZ, Denny's saying. That might be the smaller contract.
The micros or the here MGC is the micros. GCZ is the thank you. Look how fast people respond. Good job.
You got it.
Okay.
Did you know that, Steve?
What's that?
Did you know that GC was for gold?
Yeah. Well, I use GC's GC. What is it? GC's Z25 is mine.
Yeah, GCZ 5.
Okay.
GCZ 5 is mine. Okay.
GCZ 5.
Okay. Alex, how are you, Alex? How are you? How do I stop on a position when scaling into the position? You know the stop scale. Yeah. So basically, if I'm scaling into, let's say, for example, I'm not doing this trade, but let's just say I'm going to call a short on the S&Ps. Okay, because the 15s are turning up here. Let's say I say, okay, I'm going to short S&Ps 44.5 to 48.5. Right? Maybe I'll sell some at 45. Then I go 46.5, and then I do 48. So if I do 5, 10, or 20, or I go 1, 2, 4, I'm always scaling up on the trade. I'm always scaling up on the trade, right? And even though more contracts in the open market, more money at risk, it's given me the ability to trade the pattern effectively. But more importantly, I'm raising up my average on the short if I was to get all the way up to 48. And then my stop would be like 50.25, 2 points above. Okay. So if that makes sense. All right. JC Trades. Well, I'd love to teach you JC Trades if you want to join me every day. Okay. And again, the most important thing here is during the live stream, and people who come in who are beginners, who no matter how busy I am, what positions I have on, I always answer the questions. And I'm constantly teaching during the live stream during 9 to 4. I don't care how busy the markets can be. Today I was in and out of a Vago, God knows how many times. But you know, again, the most important thing is to ask questions, to want to learn, understand my chart overlay, understand how my methodology works. And again, for those of you who are new, I look at 3 patterns intraday, the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frames. And then what I do, I have 5 conditions: a trend, a buy reversal, sell reversal, a correlation, a disconnect. Of the 5 conditions, each condition of the 5 has a buy and a sell divergence. So 3 time frames, 5 conditions, 10 strategies. All the strategies are basically, hey, Jerry, how are you? All the strategy are based upon buy and sell divergences, okay? Are we long gold now? No, I didn't call long. I didn't call long on gold, okay? All right. Okay, all right, let's see here. S&Ps just rallied 5.5 off that 15. Now, I won't short the S&Ps, okay, until that 15-minute time frame right here, which is now turning up almost 6 handles off this print, okay? It happened really fast here. And you want to take the short on the S&Ps when the 15 gets overbought, because these negative, the 30s are not going to have a non-confirmation. But this is what's going to halt the move up here, right here. You see the 60-minute time frame? I want to see the S&Ps go like maybe 46, 46.5, 47, maybe, I don't know. But I want to see the 15s get into the 80, 85, 90, and look for a short. So I probably look to short these like 45 and a half up to the probably 48.5 range, 45.5, 48.5, 49.5 range on the S&Ps. Okay. What about micros? Yeah, I mean, hey, now batting number 17, second baseman Joe Venuti. Joe Venuti is my second baseman on my softball team. I love it. Iceman 2020. What about micros? Micros, I tell you, it's up to you how you trade them. Meaning, it really is up to you. Short some S&Ps. Actually, go 5 3/4, 6 3/4, 7 3/4. All right. You know, as far as the micros are concerned, there's times to use them. If you're comfortable with micros, then stick with it. And for me, it's just really about, what you're comfortable with. And that's really what it's about. Okay. If you're comfortable trading, Mike, look at these S&Ps up 6. Jesus, off the 15. Did I sell 5 3/4?
No, you get
Jesus. All right. Chris Klein, how are you? Hey, Artan Kabashi, how are you, Artan? Hope to meet you soon. But again, one of the things that if the 5-minute time frame on the gold reverses, probably gonna look to take the next bounce for a short. Okay. Trade like Snipe, what's up? How are you? Let's see here. You got kabooshed. Yeah. Hello. Hey, Short King. I love that name, Short King. Wow. I love short. I tell you, they go down so much faster than they go up.
I love it. Short King, baby.
Short King. Short King. We hit about 800 likes, I think, just now. Or that 800 views.
Somebody's asking how many kids you have. Whoa, that's not.
How many
what? Something about people that you have in your basement. I don't know what that's all about.
Where's that? What?
Some crazies out there.
Basement. When I live in Florida, did I sell
no basements.
There's no basements in Florida.
Wait, Steve, how long did you live in New York City?
I didn't live in New York City. I lived about
Greater New York area.
Oh my God, my whole life practically. And then I moved. Look at these S&Ps drop $1.
Woo.
You got filled?
No, it's like,
Gee, I was offering at 5 3/4. I didn't get filled.
Yeah,
there's no basements in Florida. What are you, bananas? Forget it.
How much better is life in Florida?
I tell you right now, Timmy, what did I say this morning? Timmy's from Colorado hanging out with me for the week. I walk out my garage, right, to get to my car. I roll the windows down. Okay. I smell the air because I live right near the ocean. And I'll tell you right now, to see a palm tree, to enjoy the warm weather, I tell you right now, it's a blessing, and it's a blessing. It's just a remarkable way for me to live. I live right by the beach, about 4 miles. And anybody who's here lives or wants to come to visit or is in Florida, just give me a holler. I have a lot of people that come from all over. Okay, you want to trade oil? It doesn't move oil. It doesn't really move. And I'm not really a fan of it, though, right now in the overnight. I watch oil. It doesn't really move that much, to be honest. Do
you trade oil in the New York?
Oh, yeah, during the day? I don't trade it much, but the patterns are good where I'm giving out and again, if you're trading oil, you really need to look at the underlying ETF, the USOs, okay? Today I was talking to a gigantic bond trader, and he said to me, Steve, I need some technical help. I said, no problem. And he said, what should I be looking at? I said, you got to be looking at the TMFs or the TLTs, or 20-year bond ETF. There's no 30-year bond ETF. And he said, thank you very much for that. Look at the NASDAQ go. NASDAQ just ran 37. Jesus. Woo. Yep. That was at 39.5 long on the S&Ps here. All right. We'll go down.
Just real quick, we had a great question out of the chat. What are your top assets to trade in the evening session for those who might be newer to us?
S&Ps for this session, S&Ps and gold.
Okay. Do you trade NASDAQ at all or not really?
I don't like to trade 2 indexes.
Okay.
One's enough, Okay. One's enough.
Order filled.
Hey, Junabad, how are you?
46 3/4.
Short, more 7 3/4, 2, 3. I don't care. S&Ps just now. NASDAQ just ran 40 off that 15-minute time frame. Cover 6 1/4 on some. Okay. How about the Nikkei? Not really. I mean, that's more or less for the Nikkei, I would say, is more for late night. I mean, does my software work on it? Absolutely. Hello, Tig. How are you? I think we're related. Oh my God. Luke, I think I have a relative in the chat, in the YouTube chat. That's crazy. Okay. Why do I choose over? Yeah, I've been trading like that. Cover 6 1/4, and 6, and just cover 6 1/4, 6 1/4, and 6. I love the S&P. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a preference, right? Some people like a red car. Some people like a black car. Some people like a white car. I like S&Ps over the NASDAQ. Not to say I haven't traded the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a great, especially if you're looking. What a pattern on the S&P. See, the S&P and NASDAQ futures had the exact same pattern. The 30-minute time frame reversed, and that pullback at around 8:15 was a gem. Now it's cracked. Nah, I don't look at it like that. Okay, all right. I don't look at it like that. Okay, I don't look at it like that. I don't look at the net.
Order filled.
Okay, covered some here.
6 1/4.
Yeah. How many money short more?
You got one more.
Oh, just cover. Okay.
46.
Yeah, just cover 46. We're gonna wait for this. Session to 8 more minutes. You're gonna have the Chinese market, and you saw what happened.
Order filled.
Flat S&Ps.
Yeah, flat S&Ps.
All right.
Still offering at 47 3/4.
S&Ps, if you're short, lower your stops here. Cover 40. I just cover some at 46. I'm done. Okay. Anybody short S&Ps there? Oh, that's right. Joe Venuti, you're not a pitcher. You're my second baseman. You're not a pitcher. Ali, how are you? I hope I'm saying this right. Vikashi Ranjan. I'm going to call you just VR. How's that? Can I just call you VR? Okay. All right. Taking short of NASDAQ to the VWAP. Okay. NASDAQ just dropped about 7. S&Ps just dropped. What was the high? 7.5 or 7 1/4? 7.5, like $1.75. Okay. Those of you who are on my official Instagram, hello, welcome. Those of you who are on my official TikTok, hello and welcome. S&Ps just dropped too. Okay. Rob M, how are you? How's the weather? It doesn't suck. 84 degrees, right? Never. My friend called me today. He says, "You coming up to New York?" I said, I hung up on him. Look at these S&Ps drop. NASDAQ, kabooshed. Oh, what was I doing covering? Jesus. Anybody short S&Ps? All right, we got to wait for this gold market at 9 o'clock. Again, you're pushing up here in the overnight session here and non-confirmation off the 5-minute. Okay. Iceman short. Iceman, I would lower your stops, Iceman. Okay. There's going to be a 9:15 announcement by Luke, not by me, and you'll have to wait. They want me on MyFundedFutures in the morning. They will tell that to Luke and Denny. But I'm happy to do it if they want. But I love doing the Tokyo session, the Asian markets. Kaboosh. So I actually invented the word kaboosh. I'm actually in the Urban Dictionary. Okay. And I have the definition here. When a stock and or a security has reached an overbought condition, peak price, or it's otherwise hit with news so significant that a sell-off occurs, causing a drop in the price of the security, kabooshed. There you go. Kabooshed. That's it. I'm in the Urban Dictionary. I swear to God, I'm in the, Ian got me in there. Kaboosh. You get short S&Ps?
Yeah, I made shit out of them. By the time the fees were done, it's shit. But it's positive. It's great.
Who's Ash? Why is shorting NASDAQ dangerous? I mean, you have to know how to trade it, right? Billy E. How are you, Billy E? Hardened kaboosh. That's right. All right. 5 minutes to the gold market should start popping here. Okay. Oh yeah. I love scalping in and out. I'm telling you. Make 500. Somebody said, Steve, you can make $500 in about 8 seconds. I'm like, oh yeah, in and out. long NASDAQ from New York low. Oh, good job. From the New York low? That was near the bell then. So this today, I said when the S&P futures were making new lows, 24.5, and the NASDAQ, as the gentleman was just saying, you had nothing but buy divergences on the 30 and the 60-minute time frames. And I said the 60-minute time frames is going to hold the market up. And boy, did it ever. If you look here, you can see the spiders. Okay, and I'm going to bring up the 60-minute time frame right here so everybody can see it. I think I already have it on the big screen, but I'll show it to you here. If you look here, this is why I come on, stupid thing. If you look here, you can see why the 60-minute time frame. I said you got a monster bull flag here, got oversold into the 10-bar moving average. I said, how many times I said, Timmy, to everybody in my live stream, I buy every low and just trade it in and out, 25s, 24s, 26s, 28s, 25s, 24s, 26s, 30s. And then all of a sudden, boom, I think I'll bring up the 5-minute time frame right here. This is it. So I said, look to buy S&Ps 23.5, 28.5, and I'm just showing you the spiders. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's about 1.3 billion to buy in the bell. And there were 8 great patterns. Even if you caught 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 8 times, you're looking at 12 to 18, 20 handles on the S&P. You clearly surpassed your 10 handles goal every single day, right? No, I was shorting because of the non-confirmation, okay, on the 5-minute time frame. That's what I said on the I don't look at news. I wait for the news to come out and then let the dust settle, and that's that. Okay. All right. Again, this gives me a great honor. We got 2 minutes before the Chinese market opens. This gives me a great honor to be here again, 3 nights in a row. So many people blew up my phone last night. I do give out my personal cell phone number. I called everyone back. Everyone. I was on the phone. I saw where they were from, and I called them back. If they're from California, I called them back. If they were in different parts of the world, I called them at 3, 4, 5, and between 5 and 7 this morning. If they were here in the States, I called them between 7:30 and 9 this morning. All right. Every person, I return their call. Every person. Okay. All right. You could be an amateur VR. You could be an amateur or a beginner. It doesn't make a difference. Actually, to be bluntly honest with you, I really prefer beginners and novice traders because I can mold them, right? The ones that drive me crazy, that gave me a lot of this gray hair, are the ones that have bad habits. I've been trading forever, and they're just my neighbor. I love her to death. Okay. And she was here today. She gave me like 4 gray hairs. I'm calling longs and she's shorting them. I said, you can't be doing this and sitting next to me. And she's trading off a 1-minute time frame. I'm like, it's not the strategy, you know? So again, everybody to each his own, but I got to correct her like ASAP. Okay. 914-500-7484. Okay. Let's see here. Let me just okay, Luke, we're getting close to the 9:15. All right, there it goes. Boom. Gold just rallied 3. S&Ps just dropped 3. There you go. Boom on the gold. There you go. Luke, you know what's really fascinating? How many people are really getting excited trading gold?
Yeah,
It's amazing, Steve.
It really is. It really is.
You're getting people excited. You're showing an asset class, and we're getting it cooking.
Yeah, no, it's really great because, you know, there's sometimes during the day that the S&P futures are just moving, or NASDAQ index futures is moving like this, okay? And then all of a sudden, boom, you'll see a great gold pattern, and boom, there it goes. And people are like, oh my God, I just made 700, 800 on 5 accounts. I just made, I passed my eval on that gold long or short. And it's just so rewarding to see that, that people are so open-minded to trade another asset, right? Other than an index future. Okay. I got now people loving to trade oil. All right. Especially when everything aligns. So today the USOs were in buy mode on the 15, 30 and hourly. And what did people do? They bought every pullback on the 5 and the 15 on oil. It doesn't make a difference. If you just erase your mind of the actual asset and just focus on the actual pattern, the methodology, the condition, and learn the condition. You're driving in a car, and all of a sudden, the light goes from green to yellow to red. You stop. That's a condition, right? That's how I look at it, okay? The light turns green. You go, okay? You recognize that pattern. This is what I do. Everything I do every single day is based upon visualization and repetition, okay? Okay?
Boom.
All right. Did Luke create MyFundedFutures? Luke, do you want to answer that?
No, but I would like to say I created a piece of it. How about that, Steve?
I knew that was the answer. Luke, they all want to get on your yacht. Look at oil making new lows here. I don't know. Luke lives in Detroit. You have a yacht in Detroit?
Hey, we do have some big lakes, okay?
What happened to your Lions this weekend?
Oh, dude, it was horrible. It was awful. Michigan football sucks. The whole winter's going to be ruined.
Do my kids trade? No. What's my number? 914.
Why doesn't your son trade, Steve?
He works at Trade Station now.
Oh, so he can't trade?
No, and plus, actually, go Packers. Actually, I helped him with the position at Trade Station. He's doing customer support, and he's studying for all his exams right now. And the SIE, the 7, the 3, the 24. Oh my God!
Did you take any of those, Steve?
I took the 60, the 7, the 63, and then I was grandfathered by FINRA. They said, Mr. Kalayjian, I go, yeah. He goes, we have some great news. I'm like, what's that? Your grandfather from the continuing. I go, thank God, right? And then next thing I know, a year and a half later, we're revoking your grandfather clause. I'm like, why? They said, well, because we know you're in the industry over 25 years, but we feel it's not right that you don't have to take the continuing ed. I said, good, you fired me. I'm done. That was it. That was that. Screw it.
I never taken any of those.
Yeah.
Maybe good education to do. I'd rather learn by watching you.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is like it. I mean, like, what are you going to need a license for? Because look, Luke, seriously, if people can really master trading in a prop account, it is life-changing. It's life-changing. What you guys have done here, and I know there's others in the industry, but you by far are here. I'm not just saying this because Luke is on the phone, on the air with me. I've done the research. I wouldn't be putting my name attached to this if I didn't think this was who they are and the reputation, the integrity. Integrity is everything to me. I'm telling you, I'm the type of guy, I'll sleep in a car and I don't really care as long as I know my integrity and my reputation are intact, okay? And when you're in the industry this long and you are able to work with great people like the people at like Luke and at MyFundedFutures, Joe and everybody, Denny, Magnus, Matt and Burke and all the people, and to recognize the hard work that they're doing to bring such a great product to you, that if you do this right, it could change your life. Okay. Okay. My neighbor's listening to me and she's on double secret probation because she didn't listen today and she's crazy. But I love her to death. Okay. She's crazy. All right. All right. So Steve saved my marriage. How did I save your marriage? See, how did I save your marriage?
That's great, Steve. Day
about-
3, you already saved a guy's marriage.
Okay, unbelievable. Because no, I'm calling for longs and she's trading off for 1 minute on shorts. I said, I give up. I give up. Okay. Now she promised she's on the list. She just texted me. All right. All right. So 9:05, I promised those of you who are listening to me here on, there goes gold. All right. Those of you who are listening to me here on my Instagram, YouTube, X, and TikTok, I'm giving you a 10-minute warning right now. Go to MyFundedFutures YouTube. When Luke gives the green light, he's going to have a big giveaway. So I don't want to hear, I didn't hear it. You got to go to MyFundedFutures YouTube, okay? You got to go to MyFundedFutures YouTube, okay? All right. Andrew, good job on the long on gold. Okay. All right. How we doing? Can you make sure maybe you could take maybe you can post that in that how many tickers? About 35, 40. Okay. What you're giving away, you got to find out. What do you want to ruin the surprise? Love thy neighbor. Oh, she's the best. She's the best. So the garbage truck comes every Wednesday, and I know that her garage door is open half the time, and I'll just take her garbage and I'll put it out for her. That's a good neighbor, right? See what I do for her? Okay. She's a good person. Okay. All right. Gold just rallied about 2.5, 3. Come on, gold. Let's do something. We got to do about 5, 6 more trades here. Okay. No, the market patterns have not changed. Right. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Very, very sad day. Very, very sad day. Okay. Gold pushing up here. Okay. All right. I did not call a gold trade yet. Okay. I did not call a gold trade there yet. Okay. S&P is right back up. Let's see. These 15s might want to turn up. See, the thing what you got to worry about right now on the gold is since the 30 and the 60-minute time frames are still in buy mode. Okay. See the 60s in buy. The 15s look like they're going to want to turn up here. So got to really, really, really oversold into the positive MACD. So this is called the buy disconnect. The 60s in buy mode, the 30s in buy mode here. Okay. So gold just got down to the 81 level and just rallied 3. I'm going to be 4 in a minute. All right. Bitcoin just rallied again off the 15-minute time frame. Bitcoin just rallied about 200. If you look at BTC USD here, again, you can see it. You can see Bitcoin right here pushing down. That's gold. What happened here? Why is this not working? BTC USD. Okay, if you look here on Bitcoin, 15, beautiful bull flag on a 60-minute Bitcoin. And let's switch to the 15. You can see here, if you're using Bitcoin futures, here it is. Look at this beautiful long below about the 710. Just rallied about almost 300 points here on Bitcoin. Gold just rallied here, 4, 5. Here goes the gold. Can't short the gold until the 15s get overbought right now. Let's see here. All right, we have about 5 minutes before the actual giveaway. Okay. And again, those of you who are listening on my X, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, please, I'm telling you, I don't want to hear it. Okay. You need to switch to MyFundedFutures YouTube to hear the giveaway. Look at this gold go. Jesus. All right. To hear the giveaway. So you got to switch to MyFundedFutures YouTube so you can hear Luke give out the code. Okay. those of you who are on Instagram, okay, TikTok.
Yeah. Maybe they don't want the code, Steve. I don't know. Again, I feel like people don't like giveaways. Like we're not getting a lot
You
of
guys
love
don't
for
want
giveaways.
giveaways?
I'm just not sure.
You guys don't want giveaways? Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is it was gone in about 7 seconds last night. Okay. Adam's saying we love them. Again, I'm looking to build out this. Look at this Bitcoin. There it goes. Beautiful off the 15. Jesus. We'll do some Bitcoin trades. At least that's another asset. If you guys could do Bitcoin futures, right, Luke? Almost 900 likes now. 1,600 viewers is nuts. All right. Let's see here. As gold just rallied here. Come on, we got to do some more gold trades. We got 45 minutes, man. It's like only 3 trades here today. Nothing. Let's go here. If the 15 reverses the buy, taking out the 88.5, and you're going to have to buy, because then you're going to be in the trend. The 15 to 30 and the 60-minute time frames will be in buy mode, and you're going to want to buy them. Okay? Okay? All right. Again, Michael, can you please tell people and can you type it to tell them to go into MyFundedFutures? I don't want to have anybody on Instagram, TikTok, on my YouTube or X.
Steve, can I call it a couple celebrities in the chat?
Yeah.
We got Matt Cowart here, who hosts the show on MyFunded TV during the day.
Hey, Matt.
Gary Trades here, who hosts the show. We got Lumi Traders here, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but I mean, you got.
Lumi, I met her. She's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person.
Wait, who do you know? Lumi?
Yeah, I met her at Miami.
She's the best, right?
Yeah, she's great. Great. Matt, hope I meet Lumi Trader. Beautiful, unbelievable. Great.
Yeah,
great.
Steve, you should definitely meet Matt Cowart. He's the real deal for sure. Great guy. Great guy. You know, let alone being a great trader.
I'll just give him my cell phone. Okay, there goes the gold. All right, I'd short some gold here. I'd probably take a scalp short, 86, 88.5, 89 range on the gold. Of course, it's just drop. All right, we have 2 minutes before Luke is going to have a surprise. We're learning what we learned. Okay. All right. Again, I've been doing this now 43 years, on my 43rd year. So I've seen a lot. And I'll tell you right now, I've seen more futures traders now than I've ever seen in my career. It has grown exponentially to monster levels that I've been blown away by. Obviously, with the rule of the PDT rule, you know, the $25,000 that you need to have in your account, and you got 4-to-1 intraday. You know what? Futures by far is the greatest asset to trade. That's just my opinion. Okay. All right. I think you're ready, Luke. You got 1 minute. All right. Of course, the gold just dropped $1.50. Jesus, I'm slow to the racetrack. OOMA1. Any trades going on? You're late. Well, we have about 45 minutes. This is probably the second slowest night I've ever seen. Again,
Steve, do you ever force trades?
No, never. You have
Never.
the patience. Yeah. I mean, back in August, I swear to God, there was some times between 1 and 3 o'clock, the S&Ps were moving like a 3-handle range. I just sat there. Oil making new lows here. I just sat there and I said, good Lord God. I mean, like, come on. And we just have to be patient. And then all of a sudden, 240, 310, 315, you start seeing some action. And that was that. Okay. August was absolutely this August was probably, look at this gold drop $1.50. Cancel the gold. This August in all my years, oil making new lows here was probably the worst August I can imagine in probably the last 20 years that I can remember. Okay, 3 accounts worth of gold now. There you go, Andrew Rose. Good job. And again, before Luke gets on here with the surprise from MyFundedFutures, if anybody wants to,
not just any surprise.
Huh?
So not just any surprise, big surprise.
Big surprise. If anybody wants to reach me or text me, my cell phone number is 914-500-7484. I called everybody back who reached out to me last night after the stream. And I have people in Canada, all parts of the world, here in the States, California. Oh, my God. It was just my WhatsApp blew up from people from other parts of outside the United States. But 914-500-7484. All right. This gold's going to turn up here. I hope we get one more pullback on the 5-minute. Okay. CPI number tomorrow. Okay. I don't know. I'm thinking it's going to come in a little hotter than expected. And I'll be look at this Bitcoin. It just ran 500. What's the how do they trade Bitcoin with MyFundedFutures?
I don't know. It's whatever the future is on it.
How many contracts can they trade on that?
3-ish.
3 contracts?
5 on the mini.
Yeah.
I think it's either 3 or 5 minis.
A handle means 1 point on the S&P. Okay. All right, Luke, I think it's all yours.
All right. I got a prop for this one, Steve.
All right.
For those of you out here watching, we're about to do a giveaway. We're giving 40 users, 40 people are going home with a free core account. Free 50K account. We're not charging you $1. We're not charging you $50. It's $0. Entirely free. You must be a subscriber on this YouTube channel to be eligible to win. So make sure you do that now while I'm blabbering on. And go into your MyFundedFutures account. Get that checkout page ready. Find the little box where it says enter coupon code because we are giving 40 of you totally free accounts. And after they are used up, the codes are gone. All right. Those are the rules of the road.
Everybody clear with that?
A lot of times I think about trading similar to Doritos. Doritos don't wake up and say, I wish I was a triangle. They just are. They get after it, and they attack the day. So with that, code is going on the screen now. Golden Steve 40. How do you like that one, Steve K?
I love that.
Golden Steve 40.
Golden Steve 40. You got to be subscribed to the MyFundedFutures YouTube. Golden Steve 40. I love that name.
Oh, yeah. You got all these comments saying Steve is gold. Again, this is for a core account.
Wow.
If you got it, let us know in the chat. We want to hear if you got it.
Oh, my
We're
God.
doing this to give back to you. We appreciate you. Steve and I appreciate you for
absolutely.
being here on our inaugural week. Steve brings 43 years of experience to this market. Unprecedented style, the way he's able to just look at charts across assets, call them out, educate all at the same time. So thank you all for being here. And this is our giving back to the community.
Oh, my God. It was gone. I think this was a record. This is how fast it was gone.
Whew.
Oh, my God. Gone? Not available. Wow. It didn't. Some say it didn't work. Thanks, Luke. Never fast enough. Man, Golden Steve 40. That might be in the Guinness Book of World Records. 3 seconds, it was gone. Look at this gold. Look at this gold drop. Jesus, Lord God. 86.5. 86. Look at this. It did work. Not working. Not available.
If you didn't get it, that means it's all used up.
1,700 euros and 40 accounts probability is low, guys. Got to be fast.
People say they got it.
Well,
I saw the folks saying they got it. If you got it, let us know in the chat.
Never works. Not working. Well, once it's sold out, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
All right. They're gone. They really were there. Okay. It's not like this is BS. Okay.
Yeah, see, now you see
got 'em.
people saying they got it.
Yeah. It's not working. They gave. All right. Okay. Be appreciative. Okay. MyFundedFutures in the last 2 nights has given away 110 accounts, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Luke? 20 the first.
Let's think about it.
and
We
then
did
40.
yes, 110 accounts over 3
I mean,
nights.
come on. That's, look, okay. All right, we're gonna wait here for. Geez, come on, we got to get a couple trades in here. The long. All right, let's see. We got one more push up. All right, see, be appreciative. I mean, MyFundedFutures and Luke. I mean, Luke's 2 hours here. We're spending 2 hours. This is completely free. We're trying to do what we can to make you guys understand how the night session. Yes, and again, I really believe because of the CPI number tomorrow, that's why we're really super slow here. Okay, but again, last night we had about 8 trades total, 8 or 9, 2 on the S&P, 7 on gold. Just missed that short on gold just now on the 5-minute time frame, but for me, again, this is an aberration more or less because it really does pick up. I mean, there's some nights gold's moving $5 to $8 at a clip here. Okay. Again, MyFundedFutures. How do we know it was 40? You got to take our word, Sam. We're here. We're ethical people. Okay. All right. You're long the gold at 63. Good job. Good job on the gold. I still think this gold, okay, with the 30 and 60-minute time frame still in buy mode, okay, I still think the gold is going to turn up here. Okay, if you look at the gold on the bigger time frames, you can see the 15 is turning up here. This was the long here on the oversold. Okay. 36.87. You really need to take out this number here, 36.88 and a half. That's 4 points from here. If that goes positive, you'll have a buy trend with the 30 and the 60, and then we'll look for pullbacks on the 5. Okay. Good job on who's ever long gold at 83. I would raise your stops. I love gold too. I think gold, I'm telling you, it is phenomenal here. Especially when the index futures are absolutely doing nothing. I just turn to gold and we wait, boom, boom, boom. We do our, 5, 8, 10, 14 trades, boom, for the day. And again, using the underlying ETFs, especially, okay, during the U.S. session, well, the only session really to use the underlying ETF is is you need to look at the underlying ETFs, the GLDs for gold, the SPY for S&Ps, the QQQs if you're looking at the NASDAQ, okay? All right, wow, gold. Look at this gold. Jesus, Lord God. 22. This gold is going to go through 87. These are the 15-minute time frames, okay? These are the 15-minute time frames. Only young people. Come on, VR. You can catch this. Look at this gold. $3. Who's long the gold? I would raise your stops. I would raise your stops on the gold. Andrew, I'm telling you, it's legit. Andrew, there's no BS here. Okay? There's no BS here. 86 and a half. You just got 86 and a half. Just ran 3.5. All right. This gold's going to turn up. I could short against that, though, maybe. Let me see these 30s and 60s here. If it gets up to 87 and a half, I want to short some. All right? Just 36.78 is the target. What, on gold? It just ran. Good job out of 86. Well, if you do make new highs here, you got to be careful with these negative MACDs on the 60, even though you're in a buy disconnect here. You see that? The MACDs are non-confirming here. Okay, you got okay. Andrew, you got to get live market data for gold. Okay. I shouldn't associate myself in such an illegitimate giveaway. Oh boy. I have an impeccable reputation. I'm here with MyFundedFutures. I'm sorry you think
The
that.
best reputation, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, impeccable. I mean, why would you make a comment like that? Okay. I mean,
You have a 43-year track record of an impeccable.
I mean, I'm not even going to respond to that. Just because you didn't get the giveaway, 40 people got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And there are 1,500 people on. You can't expect MyFundedFutures to give away 1,500 or whatever the amount of people. Last time we had 6, 7, 8,000 people. You expect them to give 6, 7, 8,000 people. You're here to learn, and out of the goodness of their heart. Listen, you don't know me. I'm telling you, I'm a hard ass. Okay, but to say something like that, that's not cool. Okay, that's not cool. Most people say just take it off and shrug it off. Not me. These are great people. I've said it all day, and I'm sorry you feel that way. And I wish you the best. Okay. If this ain't for you, then adios. Okay. I really don't care at this stage of my life or career. All right. To make a comment like that when you're 110 free accounts in 3 days. Okay. And
well, Steve, not to mention that all this content and education ideas are free too. It's not like we're charging.
Right. And this is a free time. Luke should be home with his wife, enjoying his day. He works 14 hours a day. I'm here. Did I short gold at 86 and my 87 and a half, right?
87 and a half, yeah.
All right. Look, I don't have to be here. I'm here because I want to help people. I want to learn. I'm doing this for free. Okay. I want people to learn. Yes. Tonight's a little slower than the other 2 nights, okay, because the big CPI number. Last night we had 8 phenomenal trades, 2 on the S&P, 6 on gold, okay. But we're doing this for free. Michael's here, I'm here, Luke is here, Denny's here. Others are participating for free, and you know what? Got to be very humble and kind. Look at these S&Ps. Gold.
We never talk about Denny, Steve.
Oh, Denny,
amazing guy. He's here with us. He works in the mornings, all morning. Comes back on with us at 8 p.m. U.S. military veteran. Couldn't be a nicer, better guy.
Oh my God, salt of the. I just got to meet him in the last 3 days, and I can honestly tell you, did several tours abroad, and now doing this, and kudos to kudos. Okay. But the one thing I want to say also, okay, people are going to complain. Like Luke could have said, there's 40 giveaways, 50 giveaways last night, or 20 the night before, and we're going to do you're going to put your name in, and we're going to do a potluck. Would you have been happy with that? Okay, or there's different ways to do this here, right? And I thought Luke. I think it was. I don't want to spend any more time with this crap. But all right, gold right back up again. The 15-minute time frames are turning up here. Show some gold 87.5. Oh, the oil just rallied. This S&P, this gold. So look at the yellow dots here. Let me show you this here. The yellow dots on gold, and that is the algorithm. Within the algorithm, the price action. We're very close to reversing to buy. But again, these negative MACDs are going to be a problem when the 30 and the 60-minute time frames get overbought. Okay. 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 The short gold at 87.5.
No, you ain't kidding.
Oh, come on.
Touched 87.40.
You got to be kidding me. All right. It's just going to be a scalp short because if this thing rips to 88.5, then you got to buy pullbacks. Go to 87.80. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just can't. Go to 87.80.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Okay. Yeah, this gold, if this gold takes out this 36.88.5, you're going to get a buy reversal on the 15, and then you got to look for the buy. Look at this gold. It hit 87.5. I didn't get filled.
No, you did 87.40.
No, I have the high, 87.5. I'm staring right at it.
I have a half, yeah. You have a half?
Denny made 250. Denny's 3 for 3. Look at this.
Get filled at a half at least.
Yeah, sometimes I have.
Yeah, especially on the slower markets.
Okay. And again, one of the most important things is understanding my methodology, looking at the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frames, and understand. Cancel the gold. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. Good job, Tron. Good job. And again, anybody who wants, look at this gold. How can it hit 87.5 and not said? Jeez. Look, even with my 43 years experience, you know, right? You get pissed off. Today I was trying to short S&Ps of 44. The high's 43 3/4, and they dropped 8 handles. Okay? So, all right. Anybody get the short up there on the gold? I didn't get filled at 87.5. Okay. AS 1 point session highs. That's correct. Okay. And again, if anybody wants to reach out to me, 80s. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. $2. All right. Again, if anybody wants to reach me, my cell phone number is 914-500-7484. So oil, let me just give you an example why I don't like oil in the overnight session, okay? So if you look at oil right here, okay, and, you know, I watch every tick here. Jesus, almost $3 on gold. Okay. What may we call the 87.5 short? Well, let me just show you this pattern right here. You see this here? 67 on the bear flag. What do you trade? 72 contracts. Just dropped 3 cents. You can't trade oil in the overnight. Okay. It just doesn't pay. Good job. What made me call the short? So what made me call the short on the gold, is that Lindsay who asked me that? Who asked me that question? Okay, Buck, great job, Buck. Okay, Chris, that was you? Okay, so first of all, okay, Chris, first of all, do you see this here? This is a no-no. Okay, this is death right here. All right. Second of all, look at the 5-minute time frame. You're making new highs. So I called the range 87.5 to like 89.5, 90. So I was willing to sell 87.5s, 88.5s, 89.5s, and I would scale out. Good job. 150. There you go. Good job. 400 on the JJ. Great job on the gold short. How do you get filled? I didn't get filled. Jesus. How did he get filled? What's the best time to trade? Where's my community? JD 54, you got 4? Oh, James Robertson didn't get filled. Jesus. Best time to trade. Okay, you ready? From experience point of view, 9:30 to 11. And then I would say 2:30 to 4. In between that, there's some great order. Well, then you normally get the 15-minute pullback or bounces between 12:30 and 2:30. That's another good time using the bigger time frame. Here, I'll show you a great pattern. You want to see a great pattern today? Tesla, okay, called this great long off the 15. You can see here Tesla on the 60-minute time frame. This is beautiful pattern on Tesla right here. This is the first pullback on the 5-minute, on the 15. And this is, you can see the trend, the 60 is bullish. And here's a 30 reversing to buy. Oh my God, look at this gold, $4. Jeffrey, we got to teach your son. Jeffrey, I'm coming to see you in Bahamas. So the 30-minute. So first of all, when the 30-minute reverses to buy right here, the strategy is when the algorithm reverses to buy, when the MACDs are above the pivot on the 15, 30, and 60, here's the pivot. You take the short, then you wait for the pullback beautifully. So we took the short here on Tesla above the 55, 55 and a half, 56 level, immediately dropped about $2.5, and then ultimately dropped $4. And then you caught the long here. This is the first pullback on the 15, even after the 30 reverses to buy. And once the 15 reverses to sell on the indicator on the 15, I knew that the highs were in for the day. And then the 30-minute reversing. So tomorrow I'll be looking for shorts in Tesla on the opening. Oh, my God almighty. Look at this gold. Oh, my Lord.
Woo! Woo!
Went right to my number. Oh, my God almighty. Denny, you're coming to the Bahamas. We're going to hang out with Jeff.
Yes.
We should do a trading summit in the Bahamas, really. Sometime like in November for MyFundedFutures.
Yesterday we were doing it in Florida.
Well, we should do Florida. Yeah, we should do one in Florida, right? I think we should do one like, well, here's what you should do. You should do like the Bahamas in like November, and then do a really great one like February, March of 2026, right after the Super Bowl, when the weather becomes like 84, 85 down here.
Okay.
Traders Summit in the Bahamas. Oh my God. I mean, you could do it. Everybody, look, everybody's saying, let's do it. We'll get everybody to get up there on stage. We'll
If they will come, we will do it.
Short some S&Ps at 7.5. Oh, look at this gold. Oh my God. Did I tell you to sell divergences on the gold? Anybody still short the gold? 36.86 got my what? Crypto Foxy? What? What about New York? I am not going back to New York VR. Are you out of your mind? No way. No way. I'm done with New York. No way. No way. Go short the gold, Mandine. Good job. I would lower your stops. Lower your stops. You would think I want to go to New York in the middle of freaking November, December? You're bananas. I've lived there for 40, 60. I'm 62 since I'm here 4 years, 58 years. I'm done. I've met the enemy. I am theirs. I'm done. How did I see 87.5 on the? No, it wasn't. Again, I did not call gold as a single lot entry at 87.5. I gave a range based upon the divergence. 87.5, 89.5, 90, which means you try to scale into the position, right? So how old am I? 62. I'll be 63 in February. Okay. Gold long. I don't know about that. Yeah, I would want to see the 5 minute a bit more oversold. Yeah.
How about we do the Bahamas trip over your birthday weekend before or after your birthday?
That's fine. Wait, you want to do it when my birthday's February 10th? So when do you want to do it?
Weekend after your birthday. It'll be like a birthday bash and education fest.
Oh my God. We'll get Matt, we'll get Lumi Trades, we'll get everybody to come.
There we go. Oh
yeah. I'm dying to meet Matt. Look at these S&Ps drop too. Why do I feel like I'm off for some reason today? Like I see it, I'm about to put it in, and then I put it in, then it drops. Right? Oh my God. What's that?
Traumatic day.
Yeah, I'm still.
That's effective.
Yeah, I got to tell you, this Charlie Kirk thing really is. I literally have had tears in my eyes all day. I got to meet him. I have talked to him a bunch of times. His cell phone number, and it just. I'm just shooken up by this. I got to tell you. Okay. It's just unbelievable. Innocent. Christian man, family, 2 children, never was rude to anybody. I can't even talk about it. It's just, And between that and that beautiful girl who was murdered on the subway in Charlotte, this is why I tell people I never want to leave my office. If I had a shower, a TV, and a lazy boy chair and a bed, I'd never leave. Look at this gold. Oh my God, $6 drop. Denny, Denny, come on, Denny. Did you make 500 tonight, Denny? Denny, did you make 500?
Yeah, we gotta know. Denny was 2 for 2 the first 2 nights, as I think a lot of the group was.
Then 250 tonight. Oh my God, Denny. All right. Well, he's 3 for 3. He's 500, 500, and 250. All right. I don't know if we're gonna get with 19 minutes left. S&P's candle short. Gold, absolutely. Look at this, Giuseppe Lombardo. That could be my first baseman right there. And then it's in a vowel, right? I got Joe Lombardo at third, Joe Venuti at second. I got Giuseppe Lombardo. Then I just need a shortstop. Look at this. All right. If you want to take a scalp long only on gold, probably 78.5, 80.5 range on a scalp long gold off the 5 oversold. Again, the sell divergences kick the butt out of gold. Okay. The sell divergences. Okay. Gold short to 74. I don't see 74. You got buys on the 30 and 60. I mean, I'd rather short them if they rally. Okay. I hope I'm saying your name right. No foul. I would lower your stops on the gold. Okay. No foul. All right. Mike, GC 4-hour sell. I don't look at the 4-hour. I look at the 15, 30, and 60. Okay. Oh, geez, look at this. All right, gold, just cancel along. Why are you candles in one color? They're not candles. That's bar data. Okay. That's not candles.
Why do you use bars instead of candles, Steve?
First of all, I would lose my mind if I had to see red and green all day long. Second of all, I've always been using bar data. I can't even begin to look at candles, okay? And candles for me are for birthday cakes. So I don't look at candles. My strategies are based upon bar data, and I'm not trying to be funny. I can't change at this stage of my life, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anybody, I hope you cover, okay, so if you're short the gold and you watch it go down to 81.5, you're covering along the way and you have a runner, well, what's the right thing to do? You lower your stops, right? You lower your stops. So basically, if it trades 80.5, 81, boom, you should be stopped out at 82 on the push up, right? Right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Joe Lombardo, I know that's Giuseppe Lombardo's you. Really? I've been working for 14 hours. You think I really can figure that out? Okay. You adjust your stops. That's right. Exactly. Tesla, Mikey, Tesla's not being traded. Tesla's a stock. It trades from 9:30 to 4. No. Okay. Can I do an extra 30 minutes? This guy wants to see me in the ground.
No. It's not about the extra 30 minutes, Steve. It's about the London Open.
Oh. Well, the London opens at 3 a.m.
All right. Steve, I got to break some bad news to you.
What happened?
I'm not going to be here tomorrow night.
Okay, no problem.
You're going to meet a wonderful new gentleman, though, that a lot of the chat knows, named Burke.
Oh, I know Burke.
Oh, okay, great.
I met him in Miami.
Perfect. Steve, you have an uncanny memory. And your ability to remember things, faces, names is unreal. I mean, amazing.
Well, I don't know about names so much, but I remember Burke. We had a great guy, great person. But you'll be back Monday, right?
I'll be back Monday, baby.
Luke did his penance for the last 3 nights. Look at his gold. I still think you're gonna get one more. If you want to look to buy this gold, I look to go like 78, 80.5 range or in that range there. Okay. Just got down to 80.90. Again, 40 cents off the lows. Again, MyFundedFutures, guys, I'm telling you, great prop firm. I would not be here if those are people who know me. People who know me know I just don't associate myself with just anybody. First of all, the utmost respect for Luke. We've known each other for many, many years through the Benzinga days, okay? And I will just tell you, when Luke and I were talking about doing something like this, and I just had chills down my arms, because working with Luke and MyFundedFutures and really try to help each and every one of you really achieve the greatness that you can be by trading futures and passing the evaluations. Again, I don't make any money with MyFunded, just being very clear. It's not how I make money. I'm not looking for you to blow up accounts and then tell you, go here, use my code, blah, blah, blah. And that's not what I do. Not what I do. I have no interest in doing that, okay? But again, for me, come on. How can I miss this gold here? This gold, all right, here we go, 80.5. All right, buy some 79.5 here for me. Buy one at 80, 79. Okay, if you're long the gold, you just got down to 80. You could scalp it here. And then, basically, again, it's who you're working with, the people you're working with, okay? And it's really about understanding the right people to be associated with, okay? And cancel at 80 big, go to 9.5. And it's really about working with the right people, working with the support, the team, and MyFundedFutures TV, and the education, the learning experience. Look what they're doing. They're sponsoring every single night this week for 2 hours, right? And this is how much they believe that this session can have a significant impact in your lives, okay? And that, to me, really, okay, is unbelievable. I explained this idea to them, and you know what they said? Let's do it. Let's try it. Why not? Again, for me to come back,
we're easy like that. Like, you bring ideas for the users. We're about it, Steve.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, this is also a way of learning new assets, learning new methodologies, learning of conditions, learning about divergence patterns. I mean, freaking gold just dropped $8 off the highs here. Okay. And for me, again, it's about one thing, right? It's about teaching you all, taking my 43 years of experience. Did I buy this gold at 9.5?
No.
Come on. What the heck? It just hit it, now rallied.
Order filled.
All right, finally. Okay.
Order
Go.
filled.
You got 9.
I didn't bid 9.
9:30.
All right. By 78. So again, I mean, look at this gold drop. Again, as it was pushing up here, this is just a scalp, 9.5 off for some, okay? And again, this is really about understanding divergences, understanding the way the markets work, and understand how you can trade the markets in such an effective way.
Order filled.
Sell 80s. Sell 80s.
9.5.
Sell 80s.
Over 80.
Okay. And this is about really learning the way to trade the market in such an effective way that will eventually give you the ability to trade the market with confidence, learn the ability. Like, who would be able to call a short like that? I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or anything like that. Okay. But you sold 80s? Sold them flat?
No, 9.5. Didn't get the 80.
Okay. So the thing is that what you want to be able to do, okay, is to recognize, why did I call that short? Okay. Why did I call that short? All right. It's because of divergences. I taught this to some of the best traders. Go to 70. I taught some of the best traders, the best hedge fund managers in the world about divergences. Okay. All right. You sold 70s?
No, it's not going through.
Why? It's 60
Who-
bit.
Who sold the 70s?
No, good. It's rallying now. I'm just look at it. I'd sell, raise your stops on the gold. Sell above 80 if you're long. Okay. But again, divergences, if you master the art of divergences, I will tell you, you have mastered the art of trading. Oh my God, 80.70. I want to just show you a stock here today. Okay. 900 likes. There you go. Look at Amazon today. Woo! Look at it. Look at this Amazon today. Look at it. I'm just going to teach you this. Look at this negative MACD. ADX is rising. Big selling pressure. A negative 30. Look at this. Negative 34. Okay. Look at this strategy here. 5-minute time frame. Reverse it to sell. Rising ADX. Okay. Here's a short on the 5. Boom. Kaboosh. There's another short on the 5. There's another short on the 5. Okay. Nothing but shorts in Amazon. I had nothing but shorts in Amazon. I called every major short, and well, not every major short, but I called a number of shorts today. Amazon gaps down right on the opening, ding, 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 pushes down to new lows, called it bear flag right here. Okay, too dangerous to pick a bottom with the negative MACD like this, blue over yellow. You take the short. Here's another short on the 5. When you see ADX is rising like this, a negative MACD the size of the Pacific Ocean, huge selling pressure, you got to short every rally. You got to short every rally. Wow. Hey, take a picture of that off the Discord and post it on our YouTube. This is where our trading summit should be, Luke. Michael, can you do that really quick? Michael, look at this, where our trading summit's going to be. Long oil. Oh, be careful. That's a bear flag in oil. It just dropped 3 cents. I wish we would have asked me. Oil just went from 69 to 65. Okay. So this is where our trading summit should be.
Where?
Watch what he's going to post in 5 seconds.
All right. I'm ready.
We got 8 minutes to go here. What happened? Denny made money on that? What did Denny do? Denny, you hit 500?
You always got to see what Denny said.
He did.
We all want Denny to go big.
Well, you got to post that on YouTube, Michael.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's on YouTube when it's here.
Oh, it's on. Look, can you see that, Luke?
I had no idea what Michael's doing.
Michael, he can't see it.
Oh, you can't see this because it's not coming from OBS.
I know. Just take a picture of it, I said, and send it to Denny or something.
Okay.
Yeah, let me just, okay. All right, gold just rallied about, I don't know, about $1.50. All right.
Steve, can I tell you what my greatest trade of all time is? I guess it's not a trade. My greatest investment of all time, which I'm in right now, still.
Right.
Hood, HOOD.
Okay,
Robinhood.
That's unbelievable. But I got to ask you a question. I asked people in my channel yesterday. So Webull just went public, and Webull's $13 a share, and you know we're very good friends with the owner there, the CEO, right? Both of us, right? And why is that stock lagging?
I think hit Webull long for sure.
They what?
I think hit Webull long. I am long Webull, actually.
Who just made $1,300 with us today, Michael? My Discord just went crazy just now. Can you fix it for me? Did you populate?
JDW.
JDW, 3,300 tonight. Oh my God! Woo! Take a picture of that. Oh my God! So what did he do? He did that on 4 accounts or 1 account? Oh my God! Good job, JDW. Let me take a picture of that. Michael, move that. Boom. All right, we only got a couple of minutes, Michael. I want to show Luke where the summit's going to be. Guy Gentile is the best trader of all time. Okay.
What, you like Guy or no?
I know him. I don't make comments about anybody.
Okay. I've met him a few times. I thought he's a really nice guy.
No, I know Guy a long, long time.
All right, where is the summit going to be, Michael?
Come on, Michael. We got to post it. I only got a couple minutes
I
left.
just sent it to you.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it?
Yeah, I don't really have Denny's number.
I'll copy it to Denny. If I send this to you, can you populate this, Denny?
Denny can do it. Denny can do anything.
Denny, here it is. That's the trading summit where we're going to be. Anybody want? Okay, so before I leave here tonight, if anybody wants to reach out to me, my cell phone number is 914-500-7484. If you want to follow me on social media, at official only, Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I do have a podcast every single night called The Bull, The Bear, and The Ugly. So please watch that and subscribe to that channel. Also, my website is sktrading.live. I stream every day from 9 to 4. We do anywhere between, depending on the volatility, anywhere between 40 and 90 to 100 trades a day. Index futures, commodity futures. I'll be starting doing bond futures again because a big request for that. Equities and ETFs. Okay. All right. Is Denny populating this?
Let's see.
Up 230% on Hood. Where is this? Isn't Robinhood being added to the S&P 500?
Yeah, it is. That announcement came out. All right, Steve, look at the price of the stock, Hood, real quick.
I'm looking at it. 117.
All right, well, let me give you my average. It's you're gonna be like, what the hell? All right, my average on this stock.
My stream is private.
Some decent volume too. My average is $9.13, 2,200 shares.
I would say you're a genius, but second of all, on the gap up on the imbalance, I would probably look to sell it and go short.
Take part of it.
That's part of it. I mean, that's a gigantic return. So let me tell you a really great story, right? Okay, Denny, can you post that before we leave? I want to show Luke where we're going to have the trading summit. So oil, gold, if you want to take one more long here, you probably go like 76, 78 and a half here. So I'm going to tell you a great story. So I knew the owner of LA Gear, okay, Robert Greenberg. And this is a true story, okay? My girlfriend at the time invited me to his birthday party with one of 10 people.
Who is it?
Robert Greenberg. He was the owner and founder of LA Gear. It was a sneaker company, right?
Okay.
He was the first person, listen to me carefully, the first person to hire athletes to promote his brand. The first person he hired, Joe Montana, okay? I got to meet Robert at a French bistro in New York City. I was sitting right next to him on his 50th birthday party. Robert made his fortune how? He was a barber in Boston. He tried to, when the movie E.T. came out, he tried to patent anything. He went back and forth to the patent office, couldn't get anything. Finally, the last couple of days before the patents were being, done, he came up with the idea of E.T. shoelaces. This is a true story. He made about $1 million on E.T. shoelaces, went to Korea, went to different parts of the world, okay, to try to find a way to manufacture a sneaker, and he named it LA Gear. Okay, LA Gear was one of the biggest growth stocks back in the late 80s, okay, went from 45 to 90. I used to watch, it was right in front of me in the certain section of the New York Stock Exchange. 45 to 90, 45 to 90, 45 to 90. Must have did that 5, 6, 7 times in the years I was down there. Make a long story short, LA Gear went bankrupt. All the shareholders that got splits along the way, nothing. They never knew when to sell. They just constantly thought this was going to keep going on and on. I've been doing this game so long. Hey, gold, if you're long this gold, 78 and a half or lower, I would kick it out 79 or higher here. Okay. And the purpose I'm telling the story is when you make your money like that, you take the money off the table, right? You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to walk away. The great Kenny Rogers. All right. Luke, it's been a pleasure. I'll miss you tomorrow night. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining. Gold just rallied $1.50 on that gold. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm an old timer. So those of you who remember me, okay. Again, thank you for joining me here tonight. Luke, have a great night off. I'll see you Monday. Again, a special shout out to MyFundedFutures for hosting this 2 hours and 110 giveaways in 3 days. Guys, unbelievable. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Again, Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. What a shame. To his family, our prayers and thoughts are with him, his wife, and 2 children. And again, thank you, everybody. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. All right. Luke, thank you. Denny, thank you. Denny is 3 for 3, Luke. 500, 500,
Woo!
500.
Danny should start paying us to work here, I think. No, we like him too much.
No, he's good, man. Good man. Good man. Look at his goal. 10 off the highs. Jesus. Unbelievable. It said 9 off the highs. All right, Luke, I'll see you Monday, and I'll be with Burke tomorrow night.
All righty. Happy
All right.
trading, everyone. If you have not subscribed, now is your chance to do so. Use code SK, 25% off resets.
All right. Good night, everybody. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Be well, everybody.
Yeah.
Charts scribbled like hieroglyphs, secrets in the mist. Candlesticks whisper, every wick got a twist. Fibonacci spiral, price dance in a trance. Pyramids of profits if you catch the right glance.
Inner circle move, shadows on the screen. Trading on the edge, chasing that dream. Cipher in the candles, fortune in the haze. The cipher in the riddle, money through the maze.
Liquidity hunts, snipers in the dark. Stop loss graves marked by the market shark. Order block sermons, preaching through the pain. Catch the ICT code, ride the profit train.